Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video, as I mentioned in my previous video, I want to do a more red toned makeup look. My kind of looks throughout December I think are going to be more like party looks, festive looks, not necessarily over the top and really bold. So I hope you enjoy those. But yeah, so today I want to do a kind of red tone look. I want to play with the Gressa eye tint in Plumm again, and like I said, I want to play with the Lily Lolo Charming Minute eyeshadow from the Fairy Tale collection. And just have a little play around. So if you would like to see the look that I'm about to create, then please keep on watching. Okay, so I'm actually going to start with eyes this time. So I'm going to take my Lily Lolo eye primer as always to start this off. Okay, so I'm going to start off with the eye tint from Gressa in Plumm. I'm going to take up my Dulux crease brush from Real Techniques, swirl about, and I'm going to pop this onto the lids. This is definitely going to be my base for this eye look. Now I'm going to go ahead and keep building up, especially on the lid section. And a slightly smaller fluffy brush, and take this along the lower lash line as well. I'm not going to be too neat because I haven't done my base makeup, so I can always tidy up in a second. I'm going to wing it out. Actually, I think I'm going to be quite dramatic with this winging out as well. Second, I'm going to go into my PHB palette. I'm going to take this actually quite dark blusher shade just here on the fluffy brush. I'm going to use it as an eyeshadow. And I'm going to pop this through the crease and kind of make the shape a bit more defining on the eye. So on a fluffy brush, I'm just going to take the finishing powder in this palette. And this I'm going to use to soften these edges and kind of do a little bit of tidying up. Obviously when I come to my base, I'm doing my concealer. That's when I'll properly tidy up these edges. But for this top bit here, I'm going to use a pressed powder. Okay, I'm now going to take some of the Lily Lolo Charming shade from that Fairy Tale collection on a shading brush. Tap off, and this is going to be focused onto that lid portion. So this is going to add sparkle for the kind of more party look. It's a beautiful shade. And whatever's left on this brush, I'm just going to drag underneath here. Then I'm going to pick up some more of that blusher shade on that fluffy brush and just use it just to soften and blend those edges of the Charming shade. And kind of blend it into that winged out bit here. I'm going to dip into the shade Onyx from the PHB palette and take it on a pencil brush. And I want to pop this along the kind of upper lash line to kind of deepen up the outer section. Using that fluffy brush I used for the blusher shade just to soften it a bit further, because I don't want a really intense portion there. And whatever's left on that brush, I'm just going to take it on the outer portion of the lower lash line only. Again, taking the brush just to blend that out. For the inner corner, I think a nice gold would work, so I'm just going to take Amber from the Solstice palette from Ether Beauty. I know I haven't shown this on camera yet, but I will be doing a video soon. I'm not obviously doing a first impressions on it because I've already played with it, but I can tell you it's definitely a beautiful palette, just like the Amethyst. And I think a lot more people will like it more of the Amethyst one, only if you're someone who's not really kind of into playing with colour. This is I think people will really like this one. Blend it in. I'm going to take it so it goes a little up here as well. Okay, I'm going to load up my lashes now with my Lily Lolo Big Lash Mascara, and then I can move on to the face portion. Okay, so moving on to the face portion, I'm going to take my Hint Beauty concealer as always and use this as my foundation. And then also as concealer, and I'm going to use that to tidy up the winged liner. Oh, eyeshadow, sorry. Just going to go ahead and set the areas where I need to. For bronzer, I'm going to go with my Alamo Pure bronzer, a Maracaibo. My Duo 5 brush from Real Techniques, and I'm going to go ahead and bronze up the skin. And I can't decide if I want to go with a dark-ish lip or keep it just quite light and nude. So I might do both options, and then you'll have to let me know which one you prefer. I think for blush, I'm going to go with the blush I used on my cheek, on my eyes from the PHP palette, just because then it all tied together quite nicely. I'm actually just going to take it on the exact same brush. Oh, I've gone a bit heavy there. And just pop this on the cheeks and a little bit around here. And then I am going to take my brush that I used for my foundation just to buff it in because I went a little bit heavy. For highlighter, I think I'm going to go with my Rose highlighter from Lily Lolo. I think a nice pink one. Would go with red. Right, starting with the nude lip option first, I'm going to take Benecourse lip liner in brown. And I've just lightly filled those in, and then I'm going to go in with the Lily Lolo Vegan Lipstick in Au Naturel. So that's it with lip option number one, the nude lips, and then all the focus is on the eyes and stuff like that. And it's quite a bold look-ish on the eyes, especially because it's all quite winged out. But I really like it, and I think it's quite fun for a party and stuff like that. But then I'm going to give it the second option, which is I'm going to go in the shade Strip. So it's not like a really dark colour, and technically it's still nude because it's part of the nude collection from the Vegan Lily Lolo range. But obviously it's a lot deeper than this colour. And I'm just going to go over the top. It's not like a bold lip or anything like that. It's just slightly deeper and a bit more colour than just a kind of my kind of nude lip, and I think it's not too over the top, so it's not like overpowering with eyes and lips, and it's quite a nice tone of lipstick as well. It's a bit more browny. I think if you went with the red, maybe it could be a bit over the top, although I probably would still wear red with it. But yeah, these are the two kind of lip options with this eye look. I really like how it turned out. Like I said, I really wanted to play with the Gressa eye tint again, and I wanted to play with Charming from Lily Lolo again, and this is the look I came up with, and yeah, I really like it. Like I said, the looks coming up to Christmas and kind of New Year's are going to be slightly more party themed looks. Not all of them are going to be like over the top dramatic, but like I said, not going to be particularly any like everyday kind of minimal looks. I will do those again in January, but I just thought it'd be some fun. But if you've got any requests for future videos, then do please leave them down below and I will do those. And let me know your thoughts on this look, and yeah, I really hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.